If you're feeling lost, it may not feel like a good sign right now, but you just gotta trust and you just gotta know that being lost, being uncomfortable, not being comfortable in the situation you're in is a sign that you're about to grow. Feeling lost is a good thing. Feeling uncomfortable is a good thing because that means you're gonna do nothing but grow. You're gonna do nothing but be a better version of yourself from this. You're gonna do nothing but work harder from this situation. You're gonna grow. To get out of this situation, to grow, first you gotta acknowledge the struggle. Everybody's gonna feel lost at some point. What I'm saying? It's life. Like that's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be uncomfortable. Everybody's gonna feel lost. Everybody's gonna have moments where they're not, the happiest. But that's just part of life. You gotta acknowledge that struggle. That's just giving you a sign that something in your life needs to change. Acknowledge it, focus on it. Make that a priority to change that part of your life, to grow from that part of your life, to be better in that part of your life. You gotta acknowledge it first. And then you gotta shift your perspective on it. Feeling lost really isn't the problem, but the problem is staying lost. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to not be happy all the time. Like you're human. It's life. Life is gonna happen. But you can't stay lost. You can't stay in that uncomfortable situation. You can't stay in that situation where you're feeling lost. You're not happy. You can't stay there. That's the problem with a lot of people. Like they want to stay there. You can't stay there. You got to shift your perspective on it. The key is to just stop trying to stay there and just start moving. Start trying to grow. Start trying to change. Start trying to do things differently in life and see how much you can grow out of that situation. See how far you can get from that situation. Don't stay there. Just focus on the next step. You don't got to focus on the entire path. Just focus on the next step. Focus on the next small step you're going to take to get out of this situation. Focus on the next small step you're going to take to grow from this situation. Growth happens when you're uncomfortable. Like I've said a lot, growth happens when you're feeling lost. So just focus on that next step that's going to help you grow. It don't got to be a big step. Just focus on the small step that's going to help you grow to the next level, to be better for yourself and to stop feeling lost. And, ask yourself better questions. Instead of saying, why am I lost? Why am I uncomfortable? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I in this situation? Ask yourself, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do to get myself out of this situation? What am I going to do to help me grow? What am I going to do to help me be successful? You got to change your questions you're asking yourself, because you ask yourself why you lost. You're going to spiral yourself and you're going to drive yourself down a hole where you're never going to figure that out. You're never going to figure out why you're lost, because life. There's a bunch of things that play into that. But instead of asking yourself why, you got to ask yourself, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do to get out of this situation? What are you going to do to grow from this situation? You got to change your questions. You got to embrace the start. You got to embrace being a beginner. Every person that's successful today was once lost. Everybody that's successful today was once in an uncomfortable situation. Everybody that's successful today started from nothing. You got to embrace being a beginner. You got to embrace the start. You got to love the grind. You got to love the process. You got to love just growing. You got to love becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace the start. Embrace the beginning of this journey, because from the start to the finish, you're going to see how much you grow. You're going to grow a lot. Like you're going to grow to be the best version of yourself. So embrace the beginning, embrace the start. Love the start, love the journey, love the grind, love just watching yourself become the best version of you. You got to enjoy the process. You got to trust the process and embrace the start. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling uncomfortable, that means you're on the verge of a breakthrough. That means you're on the verge of becoming the best you. That means you're on the verge of success. That means you're on the verge of taking that next step in growth. So don't stop now. Don't give up now. Don't quit now. You're this close to being where you want to be. You're this close to your breakthrough. Don't stop now. Just keep growing, keep grinding, keep working, keep bettering yourself every day. Just work to become the best version of yourself. Work towards your goals, your dreams. Don't stop now. You're this close. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you have not subbed up yet, go hit that sub button. We're on the road to 150 subs. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.